Marriage is often seen as the ultimate commitment, a journey two people embark on with love, hope, and the belief that they'll grow old together. But did you know that 75% of couples who end up divorced never saw it coming? They didn't realize that small, seemingly insignificant mistakes were quietly eroding the foundation of their relationship. These are the mistakes that no one talks about, the ones that slip through the cracks unnoticed, but they have the power to destroy even the strongest marriages. What if I told you that your marriage could be at risk right now, not from the big, obvious issues, but from the subtle, hidden ones you've never even considered? It's a sobering thought, isn't it? The idea that something so small, so seemingly insignificant, could cause such damage. But the truth is, it happens all the time. Couples enter into marriage with the best intentions, filled with love and excitement for their future together. Yet over time, life's pressures, daily routines, and unspoken expectations begin to pile up. The connection that once felt unbreakable starts to weaken, and before they know it, they're drifting apart. One of the most dangerous mistakes is assuming that love alone is enough to sustain a marriage. Love is essential, yes, but it's not the only ingredient for a successful relationship. When couples stop putting in the effort, when they assume that their partner will always be there no matter what, they risk falling into complacency. They stop doing the little things that matter, the acts of kindness, the thoughtful gestures, the intentional communication. And as these behaviors slip away, so too does the closeness that once defined their relationship. But this is just the beginning. As we explore these hidden marriage mistakes, you'll start to see how easy it is for them to creep into your relationship without you even realizing it. Take, for example, the mistake of not truly listening to your partner. It's something we're all guilty of from time to time, nodding along while our partner talks, but not really hearing what they're saying. Over time, this lack of genuine communication can lead to feelings of isolation and frustration, creating a gap between you and your spouse that becomes harder and harder to bridge. Imagine a scenario where a husband, trying to be helpful, always offers solutions to his wife's problems instead of just listening to her. He thinks he's being supportive, but in reality, his wife feels unheard and misunderstood. She doesn't want solutions, she wants empathy and understanding. This disconnect, if left unaddressed, can lead to resentment, causing a rift that neither partner knows how to fix. Then there's the mistake of neglecting the marriage in favor of other priorities. Life gets busy, and it's easy to put your relationship on the back burner while you focus on work, kids, or personal goals. But when you stop prioritizing your marriage, you risk losing the connection that once made it strong. The time you used to spend together, just the two of you, becomes filled with other obligations. The conversations you once had about your dreams and fears are replaced with discussions about schedules and to-do lists. Before you know it, you're living parallel lives, barely intersecting except for the occasional shared meal or family event. And let's not forget about the impact of unspoken expectations. We all have them, ideas about what our partner should do, how they should act, what they should know without us having to say it. But when these expectations go unvoiced, they become a breeding ground for disappointment and resentment. Your partner can't read your mind, and when they inevitably fail to meet these unspoken expectations, it creates tension and misunderstanding. This is especially true when it comes to issues like household responsibilities, parenting styles, or even how affection is expressed. The most significant mistake, however, might be the failure to grow together as individuals. Marriage is a partnership, but it's also a journey of personal growth. When one partner grows and evolves while the other remains stagnant, it creates an imbalance in the relationship. This can lead to feelings of disconnect and dissatisfaction, as one partner feels like they're moving forward while the other is stuck in the past. It's crucial for both partners to encourage and support each other's growth, to remain curious about each other's evolving interests, and to continually find new ways to connect on a deeper level. Consider the story of a couple who seemed perfect on the outside. They had everything: successful careers, beautiful children, a lovely home. But beneath the surface, their marriage was crumbling. They had fallen into the trap of taking each other for granted, assuming that the other would always be there no matter what. They stopped communicating, stopped spending quality time together, stopped appreciating each other. And as the years went by, the distance between them grew until they barely recognized each other anymore. The love that once brought them together was still there, but it was buried under years of neglect and unspoken hurt. This is the reality of marriage for many couples. They don't see the cracks forming until it's too late. They don't realize that the little things, the daily habits, the small gestures, the way they communicate, are what keep a marriage strong. When these things are ignored, the foundation of the marriage starts to weaken, and it becomes vulnerable to collapse. But it doesn't have to be this way. The first step in preventing these mistakes from ruining your marriage is to become aware of them. Once you recognize these behaviors in yourself and your partner, you can start to make changes. You can begin to prioritize your relationship, to communicate more openly, to listen more deeply, and to nurture the love that brought you together in the first place. Marriage is not just about the big moments, the wedding day, the anniversaries, the milestones. It's about the everyday moments, the little things that happen between the big events. It's about how you treat each other when no one else is watching, how you handle conflict, how you show love and appreciation. It's about being intentional in your actions, making a conscious effort to keep the connection strong, and never taking each other for granted. So, as you reflect on your own marriage, ask yourself, are there mistakes you might be making without even realizing it? Are there areas where you could improve, where you could show more love, more patience, more understanding? And most importantly, are you willing to do the work to keep your marriage strong, even when it's not easy? Marriage is a journey, one that requires constant effort and commitment. It's not always going to be easy, and there will be times when it feels like the challenges are too great to overcome. But if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to recognize and address these hidden mistakes, your marriage can become stronger than ever. Have you ever found yourself making any of these mistakes in your marriage? Share your experiences in the comments below. Let's learn from each other and work together to build stronger, healthier relationships. And if you're looking for more insights on how to strengthen your marriage, check out our next video on practical ways to reignite the spark in your relationship. Remember, your marriage is worth the effort. Don't let these hidden mistakes undermine the love you've worked so hard to build.